Looking at my life, I've always been an overthinker, constantly stressing, constantly worrying, constantly feeling this sense of anxiety about essentially everything. How do I look today? Oh, is my hair good? Is my beanie on right? Did I shave today? What the hell? I look stupid. Essentially, I'm always worrying, constantly anxious. And it was like this for essentially my whole life until recently. Recently, I've found a like unprecedented, unfathomable level of confidence and security in my person. I walk through life not feeling stress, not feeling anxiety, not feeling anything negative, essentially, over the past couple of months. And it's simply because of the methods that I've been implementing to essentially brainwash myself to be happy and confident. Let me explain. So, like I just said, I pretty much have gone my whole life worrying, constantly overthinking, constantly stressing until recently. The shift that occurred that allowed me to change the way I think was simply the type of content that I started consuming. Now, before, I was on pretty much all the social medias, right? I would see like the pinnacle of everyone's life. Oh, they went to the beach today. Oh, they went to Mexico today. Oh, they're having a good life. They just got a new girlfriend. Essentially, I was constantly comparing myself. Just the content that I consumed essentially forced it upon me to compare myself to others. But that is not the main thing. The switch that occurred that had this change in my mind was the books I started reading and the types of videos I started watching. Now, the main thing that has allowed me to brainwash myself to be happy is philosophy. As stupid as it sounds, as corny as it sounds, what are you gonna do, go out and sit on a damn rock? Yes, that's literally what I've done. But essentially, reading books, ancient books from like 1200 years ago, Stoicism books, has allowed me to brainwash myself to be happy, to be comfortable in uncomfortability, to find peace in injustice, and essentially all this other fancy language that has allowed me to be happy. Essentially, what these books teach is parts of life that is out of your control has no effect on your life. Say, for example, someone spits on you as you're walking to school. You can't control that. So why should you feel anger from it? It sounds kind of like far-fetched hearing it for the first time. It's like, okay, something bad happened to me. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to hurt this person, whatever. But the more you realize, if you you have control over yourself. You have control over your mind, your emotions, and your actions. It is simply a decision you make if you want to feel anger, feel sadness, feel guilt, feel whatever from the outside things that occur. So the more you practice this self-control, this regulation of emotions, the more you realize that stuff that happens outside of your control is out of your control, the more you will be able to control yourself, control your emotions, and actually regulate your life for you to constantly be happy. That's what I've been doing over the last couple of months, and it works. Like, if something bad happened to me, say my bedroom collapsed or something and all my stuff got burnt, whatever, I would realize that I have no control over this. I didn't do it. Whoever did it likely didn't mean to. They likely didn't mean to cause this harm. Yes, I would get sad. I would lose some of my favorite things. But at the end of the day, I can't control it. What I can do is I can move forward, realize that something like that happened. Yes, it sucks, but ultimately I have no control over it. So why should I feel sad? Why should I give my emotions to this if I have no control over it? This is like a kind of extreme example, but it can get pretty extreme, like with the death of family members. That's another of the main principles, is learning how to lose the fear of death, of others and of yourself. But essentially, it's brainwashing yourself, constantly consuming this content of ancient wisdom that has allowed me to live a stress-free, happy life. Because the more you consume it, it sounds like, if you're hearing this for the first time in this video, it sounds crazy. Like, how do you do that? Why would I even do that? I don't want to live like this. At the start, it sounds crazy, but the more you consume it, the more you actually see it taking effect in your life. The more you think, okay, I can't control that, so I'm not going to feel offense. Oh, I can't control this, so next time it happens, I'll be prepared. Something like this. Essentially, the more you consume, the more you expose yourself to it, the easier it gets to actually regulate yourself, your emotions, your reactions to everything. I feel pretty much unfazed by insults now, when before it like ruined my life. It would ruin my day, ruin my week. I don't care about them now. Same with like bad stuff that happens that's just out of my control. It doesn't affect me. So if you want to learn more about this, if you want to start taking action on this, scroll down right now, click the first link in the description, the link to join our Discord server. I will put resources in there for you to get started on brainwashing yourself with this ancient text. And other than that, if you like this video, again, scroll down, click the subscribe button, and click the first link in the description for those resources. See you tomorrow, bro.